Hi friends! Today's exercises are all about posture. Specifically, posture while you're sitting and maintaining that upright spine. It's very important to keep your core engaged as well while you're sitting. And if you want some core exercises, you can refer back to my core workouts. There's a few that I have in a series, starting from how to do a plank, how to turn on those stability muscles. But this workout and these exercises are more geared towards upper back, shoulders, and the posture that all of us seem to find ourselves in when we've been sitting for a long period of time. What I mean by that is we find ourselves kind of slouching a little bit. We feel it in our low back, we feel it in our upper back and our neck, get headaches this way. So we're going to be working to strengthen some of these muscles in the back and also stretch out some of these muscles in the front, allowing us to be able to maintain that long, good posture with those endurance muscles through exercise. And we're going to be doing some bands, we're going to be doing some body weight exercises. So if you have any questions, please put those down in the comment section. If you're new here, please consider liking, subscribing, and hitting that notification bell. All right, guys, let's do it.
Beginning on your side, using that opposite arm over your knees to kind of anchor your hips down so you're not getting any rotation through your hips. We're trying to keep the rotation in your mid back and your upper back. Reaching that arm all the way to the floor, and you can bring it all the way in front of you to the floor as well to get a little bit of a stretch back there. And following that elbow with your eyes, you seem to get a little bit more range. If you follow that with your eyes, your body is going to follow where your eyes go. This next one, on your hands and knees, driving through that hand that's on the ground and using that pressure to help you open up into your twist a little bit more. You're trying to point that elbow right up towards the ceiling. Your shoulder blade of that top arm is kind of drawing down and in to help you rotate a little bit on this one.
My heart's been ripped wide open. So many mixed emotions. It's like I finally noticed I've been set free. I've been set free. I spent a lifetime running, fearing what I did.
Now, a little variation of this. Palm of your hand is going to be facing up, rotating through your shoulder here, using the pressure of that arm that's down and the back of your hand on your back to give you a little bit of leverage as you're making this twist.
Breaking through my chest and overflowing with
Working on the mobility of those thoracic muscles, those things that get kind of stiff in our mid-back. We are trying to isolate those and get those moving a little bit better in the direction that's going to help us improve our posture and get out of that slump. This next one, finding something, either a foam roller or a roller like I have. You can use a basketball or a rolled up towel, the arm of your couch, something that's going to allow you to recline over it, extend through your mid back, and we are just kind of reaching and pinching those arms down by your sides. As you reach, it's almost like you're trying to dive into a pool or something if you're going backwards, trying to get your head closer to the ground. We're just reversing all that forward flexion that we do during the day.
I feel like Fred in my neighborhood. Call me and I will make sure to set you free.
Next exercise, starting on your stomach, you're going to keep your nose pointed towards the ground, lifting your head up so you're not craning your neck to look forward. Pinching those shoulder blades back, but don't let the shoulders themselves creep up towards your ears. Let those muscles in your mid-back do the work of this exercise. Now we're strengthening those muscles that will help pull you out of that position of being forward and having pain in your neck and in your head. This next one, arms lifting straight up. Again, nose stays pointed towards the ground, tucking your chin just a little bit, keeping that neck nice and straight. We're pinching those shoulder blades back together, holding 5 seconds on the lift, and lowering down nice and slowly.
Oh, I see this love is taking over, breaking through my my chest and overflowing. With every single beat, it pulls me closer, closer to you. I'm never gonna hold back being someone to love.
Arms out to the side. Again, shoulders stay down away from the ears. Pinching those shoulder blades together with that 5-second hold and that slow lower, controlling all these motions. The stronger these muscles are, the easier it is for you to have good posture while you're sitting and maintain that. Although it is going to take some work and some effort to go back to that good posture throughout the day. Sprinkler, you are not only turning, but you are reaching, protracting that shoulder forward and then retracting it back, like you're sticking it in the socket and reaching it out, extending it forward as you twist. You're keeping your elbow pretty straight and letting all the movement happen in your scapula. So as you reach forward, your scapula is going to kind of spin out, the bottom end is going to kind of spin out towards the side of your body, and then as you pull that arm back in, that tip of your shoulder blade is going to kind of pull back in and hug those muscles back in tight to your spine. This next one is one of my favorites for if you're just sitting at your desk or if you sit a lot during the day. Chin tucking that head straight back, so we're retracting it. You're not looking down necessarily, just a little bit, but giving yourself a little bit of a double chin and then looking up towards the ceiling. Notice that my shoulders are staying relaxed here. Try to keep them relaxed. Don't let them come up by your ears, because then you're going to be using all those cervical accessory muscles, and we want to just take pressure off of the neck, kind of reverse that forward pressure from looking down all day. External rotation. Using a band, you can also use a pillowcase and just push out, and of course it's not going to stretch, but you're just going to push hard against that pillowcase for 10 seconds, relax, and I'm going to do 10 of these for 10 seconds, but a little bit longer hold, trying to keep those elbows in close to your sides and your shoulders down away from your ears, working on some of the muscles to take pressure off of the front of the shoulder here. And this next one, palms open, wrapping that band around your hands, pinching those shoulder blades back together, drawing your arms out to the sides, and you're not going past your body. So I just want you to go right to your body and stop. We're not trying to put too much pressure on the front part of the shoulder.
Searching for a home, despite the storm that hit us, we're still on board. Dancing in the moonlight, the world just stopped and stares. We got no destination, I'll take you anywhere. All the doors we've opened and all the books we've closed, words just come together, story that we never told. So far it's taken for my own. You said just keep holding on. If you're about to break, I'll always be your captain.
Another banded exercise, attaching that band higher up or face height if you don't have anything higher to attach it to. And we're extending those arms straight back, keeping the elbows straight, and pinching those shoulder blades together as we go. So working those muscles in the back of the shoulder, and in the back you're seeing my shoulder blades draw together just a little bit, strengthening these muscles in a different way. Different fibers of the muscles get worked, even with little changes in your position and the position of your arms. Now going from a kneeling position, you can also do this standing if you have a high enough attachment, but pulling that band, letting the elbows bend and kind of framing your face with your hands. High row here. You're not letting those shoulders creep up by your ears, letting those shoulder blades draw down and together. And our last one is a little stretch. One of the things that causes bad posture is when those muscles in the front overpower the muscles in the back. And part of that can be the muscles in the front being very tight from being bent forward. If you have a job where you're working forward bent and doing things with your arms all the time, chances are your chest is pretty tight. So there's a lot of ways to stretch out your chest. This is just one of them that's pretty simple to find something to use. You can use a doorway or a corner or something like that to put your hand, and your whole elbow is going to be in contact with whatever you're using, and you're just going to gently lean forward. You're not trying to put a lot of pressure on your shoulder here.
Okay guys, that's it. I hope this workout helped you. If it did, please let me know down in the comments. You can always request a future video down in the comments as well, or ask any questions. If you're new here, please consider liking, subscribing, and hitting that bell. Till next time, guys.